Survivor's Journal. I've been very hard at work collecting all the resources I'm requiring to build the grinder wall for the grinding pit, where I can stick all the captured ships that fly around this sector of space. They're all automated, I've noticed that, and the vast majority of them are either NATO or NATO or Iramericorps. It's absolutely no problem ethically for me to take advantage of them. However, this vast amount of resources is putting a tremendous strain on me and the equipment and my energy supplies. So I believe in the very near future I'm going to have to invest in either a large uranium-powered reactor, which I wanted to avoid, but all my assemblers and refineries are really putting a strain on the energy demands, or a vast array of solar sails. That would help out immensely. So I'm going to try to figure out how I can get my situation sorted and try to actually find the best way to get out of here.
And here I am. A great big massive wall of grinders, and no way in hell do I have all the necessary materials to bring this make this functional right now. Everything here, every grinder, every tube, every conveyor uses obscene amounts of motors. So I need a lot of motors, which I was actually saving them up to build the last, I don't think it was the arc furnaces. Oh, well, the arc furnaces and the other conveyor. So to finish setting up this conveyor network, that's gonna have to wait. It is. Because the grinder wall is the priority here. I can just harvest so many materials from all these random ships that keep flying around, and they're all going to fit inside this thing. Now, I did notice that I mismeasured the moving wall portion, and the guide shaft should actually be one block farther out. I believe it's this one. Let me check. That's 2, and that's 1 block until the edge. So yeah, I hope this doesn't affect center of mass too much. If it does, I'll have to correct this. It won't be too much of a problem, but it will take quite a bit of time to repair. So now, this is becoming quite a large project. Lots of materials involved, and I want to get started on sorting my logistics system. So what I want to do is this place I will be able eventually to walk here. I'll set up a gravity generator, and I'll be able to walk along here and access these cargo ports and get what I need if I need to grab something by hand. In principle, I won't need to. These places will probably remain pits for drones. I'll probably have some grinding or welding drones, and they'll probably be set up here. Yeah, against these cargo containers. Probably, maybe, not too sure. I'll have to see how everything pans out. I connected a connector here so that I can have lump docked here and the scarab there docked over there without having to remove the scarab and docking lump each time I want to switch ships, because right now I'm doing it an awful lot. So in order to keep track of everything I need and all my components, I want to have LCD panels, the information panels, which will allow me to, at a glance, know how much stuff I have. how many things I have, how many ingots, how many ores, how many components, if there are damaged blocks. I want to be able to access all that information easily. So I am just going to set up a few of these. I'm also going to need a computer block, and it's probably time to shove a cockpit in here somewhere. Unfortunately, I don't exactly have a bridge per se, so I'm going to have to make do with some sort of a temporary command platform. I may set one up like right here and just slam a cockpit right here, just so I can have a good view of the production area. And as I proceed with the construction, I will be able to actually have a functional logistics system. So I'm going to set these information blocks up, and I'll relog as soon as I have some news. And here's the system I came up with. Now, I am going to be able to walk around here. I've mentioned that. Walk on top of these things. And I've set up a series of panels that will give me all the information I need. Fortunately, I managed to code a sort of program into the computer, which is being activated every second by that timer block. And what it does is collect all the information I need and send it to these panels. So I have a summary of all my refineries and furnaces here. You can see some of them. One of them is working. Refinery Starboard 5 is working. Let's see what it's up to. Oh, it's refining uranium. Okay. And all the other ones are idle, and the ones that are... Oh, arc furnaces... Oh, arc furnaces 4, 5, and 6 are off, because those are the port side furnaces. And the refineries... The refineries are already built. Oh, okay, cool. So this is working like a charm. I have a summary of my components here. And this is really very helpful. I can just stop by here and see, okay, for that grinder wall, I am going to need, let's say, 3,300 steel plates, roughly. And you can see there, fourth one from the top, I have 3,500 steel plates, so I have enough of those. It summarizes all the steel plates and all the components I have, which prevents me from having to go into the general inventory through my regular interface and count everything, which may be spread across multiple storage containers. So I have the same summary as the refineries for the assemblers here. Everything's in order. I have a few missing components here. I think I screwed up something with this panel, because the command here would be missing components, but as you can see there's one missing medical component, and I've checked. The only thing that requires medical components here is the med bay, and all the components are there, so there must be something wrong here. This is a general inventory which will constantly be updated, and it's very helpful. I can always, while I'm walking around, I can always take a peek and see if everything's in order at a glance. My power output. So I have a reactor. I don't have any solar panels yet. I'm going to get to that right now. And no batteries, and all the cargo space, 5.8 million liters. I have 331,000 of those. These I I put here because I believe these are the more essential components that I really want to have a panel dedicated to these. Construction components, interior plates, steel plates, motors and computers. At least for now, I want these to be permanently visible and not have to skim through the list of all components to see them. All my ores, this actually really helped me out. I have no iron and no platinum. Platinum, I have to get on that. Everything else is pretty fine. 81,000 nickel now, so motors can be produced fairly easily. I also need cobalt for them, but I have 26,000. These are the incomplete blocks or system blocks. I don't know if this will count armor blocks as incomplete. So damage, this is a damage report, which is very helpful when I get in a sticky situation and have to fight my way out of somewhere. Afterwards I can just hop on by and check everything to see what's damaged and what's not. Cargo space, the topmost cargo space bar there is only for the containers that are named storage, that have storage in their name, so that would be the bottom ones. And the bottom bar is the cargo space for all the containers I have, which is also always very helpful. And I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this one just yet. But yeah, a nice little summary, very, very helpful indeed. And now comes the time for me to complete the grinder wall, because I believe I have all the necessary components. Well, that really was a lot of materials, but for now at least, this thing's done and hooked up. Now I can grab all the NATO, NATO, and your AmeriCorps ships. I can get around here, slam them in here. Now I still don't have any walls for this thing, of course, so a few pieces will fly off until I have more materials, of course. But this will do just fine. Just fine for my current needs. And as expected, I am very poor right now. I have just about nothing left. I have no more iron. I have let me check my component summary here, and 700 construction components, 3,800 interior plates. Okay, but steel plates, 4,000. Oh yeah, I put some to. I told the assemblers to make some. I was gonna say put some to work, but yeah, I wish I could put them to work. Now, iron I have 0 of. There is no more iron. Although I hope this is telling me the iron I have in the whole system. Yeah, all inventories. Check all inventories for ore. Okay, next step is to get a functioning solar panel rig going. Each solar panel, there will be one in the starboard side and one in the port side, one rig of solar panels, and they will have a rotor here. Let me, yeah, 0 degrees to there. A rotor here, and they'll be connected to a shaft. Actually, the rotor will probably be farther in. Although I'm not sure, I'll have to check the length of the solar panels. Yeah, the rotor might be able to stay here. There will be a little gap in the hole here. I don't think that will be too worrisome. Let's just check. I think I'm gonna be alright. Even if some debris or even enemy fire comes through there, this place will still be plated, so nothing will get in into the subsystems. And in fact, it will be cool because the upper part of the hull will be doubled. So there will be hull, then solar panels, then hull again. That's going to provide extra protection there. So there will be a big boom arm going that way and then another one coming this way, and I'll be able to extend both of them on either side to hopefully collect a lot of energy, possibly recharge some batteries, and take some stress off of my reactors and my uranium supplies. So I think this is going to be the time to start working here. Well, I am completely out of iron. Completely, and wow. I really need to get that grinder wall working. I think I'm gonna keep that ship, the mining carriage, I believe was the call sign, because it will be good to tow ships into the grinder wall and perhaps even keep them there while I don't have the walls around the place. But here is the system. At least this will have more solar panels as I capture more ships with them, and I'll expand this on either side. I'll do the same on the port side. This will be extended towards the middle. I'll leave a gap between the starboard and the port sails. But this will feature a lot of solar panels. I believe I'm gonna get quite a bit of power out of this, but for now I don't have enough components to go. I can't even make steel tubes. So let's just see this thing in action and actually try to keep a log here. I'm trying to fiddle around with the rotor velocity to get them to open at the same time, but it's really hard. It involves quite a few calculations because the second rotor, the middle rotor, doesn't it has to make a 180 degree turn, while this one only has to do a 90-degree turn. So it's not just one double the speed of the other. It's a bit more complex than that. But all in all, I think it is functional. It is functional. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It takes up horizontal space, if you want to call that horizontal, or axial space along the ship's axis, but in terms of, well, it takes up its volume, but not a lot of space. I believe that's the better way of describing it. But yeah, I have a working solar sail concept here, and right now I cannot do anything else, so that will be all for this log entry. Now I have to mine a crap ton of iron, and I don't know, capture a few more ships. Hey everybody, I just wanted to thank you a lot for the massive response you've been giving to these videos. We're almost at 100 subscribers in 2.5 months. That is a tremendous benchmark for me. Please remember, it is really important that you leave a comment and rate the video whether you like or dislike it, but we really need that to make other people be able to see it, subscribers to receive these videos in their inbox. So please take that into consideration. Leave a like or a dislike, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Don't forget to check the Homeworld and City Skylines videos. They are great. I'm having lots of fun. The games are really awesome. And until next time, as always, I have been TheNirl, and I hope you have an awesome day.